Welcome to the First Gen Chronicles. I'm your host, Sasha Funes. I'm joined by fellow CASA student Jaden Lazo. Hi, Jaden.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And today we'll be talking about his journey as a first generation student athlete. So, first off, welcome,
Thanks for having me.
of course. So just to get a little background on you, what is your history as a first generation student?
Uh, yeah, so my parents didn't really tell me that I was first generation student growing up, or just first generation in general, until like I was a little bit older. But as soon as they told me, it opened up a lot for me. Like, it's got me thinking like where my parents are from, really, and like how they grew up, what it took for them to get here, because they're from the Philippines, and yeah, so it had me ask some questions, and it just filled me in.
Do your parents have any background in college, whether it's in the Philippines or over here in the States?
Yeah, so I know they went to school, but they didn't get a degree. They have their associate's degree, but they don't have like their bachelor's degree and nothing like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. And what are you studying here?
I'm a computer science major.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's actually really
Yeah.
cool. I used to be for a second a
Mhm.
computer science
Yeah,
major.
yeah.
What was your motivation to go to college?
Um, well, coming out of high school, I really love basketball, but I was also really into video games too. So coming out of high school, I finished my senior year playing basketball, and I didn't get that many like looks for basketball, so to speak. So I wanted to go to school for uh some tech some type of technology. So like computer science was the biggest one. So I started applying to schools, and then I got a look for basketball to come to Cal State LA. So I took that opportunity, and the coaches said that you can they have your major year, so you could take your major year. So it happened perfectly. So I'm just grateful.
Was there ever any financial challenges when it did come to thinking about college or going to college, or
Um,
just any in general growing up?
yeah, my parents didn't really want me thinking about that. They wanted me to do what I wanted to do. They wanted me to be happy. So they didn't really want me to stress about money or any the financial stuff. They wanted me to be happy. So they said, yeah, just apply to where you want to go. And, I got the opportunity to come here. So they have me financially.
And besides finances, were there any other challenges you faced as a first generation student?
Um, I don't think so. I wasn't too stressed about it. I think the biggest challenge for me was being away from my parents. They've been my support, my motivation my whole life. So them being in the Bay Area and me being here, it was hard adapting. But I have two older siblings, an older brother and an older sister. They graduated, and they're doing great. Like they're starting their life and they're doing great. So that also motivates me to um go to school, finish school, and just have fun.
And getting to basketball
Mhm.
now, how did you get into basketball?
Yeah, so I got into basketball when I was like 5, 6, and my dad's a huge basketball fan. He loves watching basketball, and my brother played basketball in high school. So he'd take me to a bunch of camps. He coached me growing up when I was little, and I just fell in love with it. And the more I watched it, the more I played it. They wanted me to just keep playing, and I loved it. So I wanted to keep playing too. So it was just, yeah, it was fun.
And did you ever feel like basketball could be your ticket to college growing up?
Growing up, no. Uh, I wasn't really. I didn't have the knowledge of like, oh, basketball can pay for uh school. And I got to high school. Um, I was a freshman. Their seniors are the seniors are going to they're committing to colleges on scholarship. So I'm like, oh, okay, like this is getting like serious now. So that's when I started taking basketball like really serious. Um, so yeah, I guess when I got to high school, that was when I really started to lock in on basketball.
And you said you received a partial scholarship from here.
Mhm.
How did that come about?
Yeah, so I was I graduated in 2020. That was COVID. So, and I was as I mentioned before, I was applying to colleges, not really having basketball on my mind, just to go to school.
Mhm.
And uh, my friend Shane Bell, who was also on the team, we went to the same high school together.
Okay.
He got recruited out of high school, and as spots opened up, he recommended me to the coaches
Mm.
and tell the coaches to take a look after me. And I played well enough in my final games as a senior to get some looks, and the coach offered me as a preferred walk on.
Okay.
So there's no money involved, just a spot on the team.
Okay.
And I came in as a freshman, not really having playing time on my mind because as a freshman walk on, there's not much playing time to go around.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of injuries, and I got my opportunity, and I played well, and I was grateful enough the coach offered me a scholarship, a partial scholarship at the time, and as time went on, as a sophomore and junior, I got a little bit more money, so it was it was pretty cool, and I'm grateful for it.
What are some challenges you've faced while playing basketball?
Yeah, so I think the biggest challenge for me, you look at me, I'm not that small, or I'm not that big, I'm not that tall, but I kind of use that to my advantage because um I feel like I have a really good feel for the game. I'm pretty smart when it comes to basketball, and I'm quick, so I use my quickness to my advantage. But yeah, the biggest challenge for me is just my height and my strength, for sure.
And going hand in hand, how do you feel basketball and being a first generation student has shaped your time in college so far and now that you're about to graduate?
I think it motivates me in a way where like um I'm also the first person in my family to go to college or to play sports in college. So I guess that being like there's like a first for everything, and I guess that motivates me, and my family reminds me that just to have fun and to be grateful for this opportunity because it's hard to be in the position where I am, especially being the size that I am and how tall I am. So I'm just grateful, and I don't take it for granted at all.
And last question, what's any piece of advice you'd have for someone fresh into college, both as a generation student, but also a first generation student athlete?
Yeah. So I think my advice would be as a first generation athlete and student athlete, I say have fun, but also remind yourself why you're here. And people go to college to, I know a lot of people that waste their time in college, and I met a lot of people like that. And I say like, go to college for with the right mindset, and that's to get a degree. But also, if you're an athlete, have fun and don't take it for granted because you only get 4 years to play. So make the most of it and just stay focused, stay locked in.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Appreciate it.
That's it for the First Gen Chronicles. I'm your host, Sasha Funes, signing off.